Tonight, Governor Kathy Hochul is proclaiming it's finally time to rebalance the scales of justice.
Beginning tomorrow, the controversial bail reform measures that became New York law in 2019 and have now been re-reformed will go into effect. Dan Levy has been covering all of this for us and joins us now live in Albany outside the state capitol. Dan, good evening to you.
Good evening, Mark. We all remember when the bail reform went into law in 2019, criticism began right away, and that criticism of the legislature and the governor has continued right up until today. We don't know if that will end tomorrow. What we do know is that New York State enters a new era in criminal justice. Let me explain why that is happening. It should be pointed out that after bail reform was enacted, the number of criminal cases that had to be thrown out on technicalities rose from 10 to 50,000. That means 50,000 crime victims in New York were not able to receive justice. No one held accountable for committing, in some cases, extremely heinous crimes. Beginning tomorrow, judges will now have more discretion so they can deny bail or remand defendants if he or she believes those individuals present a danger to society. In addition, discovery laws are changing, and that is something for which 61 of 62 district attorneys in the state support and are extremely appreciative.
This is a good day, my friends. Tomorrow, we'll finally lift the burden that's been on our justice system to bring justice to victims. Now we have the focus where it matters, on the evidence, on accountability, and ultimately on justice for victims. I'm proud of this. I believe this will be a dramatic change in outcomes. Respect the rights of defendants, but also know that our victims have rights as well. That's what starts today.
I have said this before, and I will say it again, this is not a step backward. In fact, it is a critical step forward, requiring communication, evaluation, and a meaningful dialogue between both sides so that we can get it right.
This is smart, measured reform. It keeps the discovery process transparent and fair, while making sure we don't let bureaucracy stand in the way of justice.
Mark, Sabrina, I just wanted to follow up quickly on something that you brought up at 4 o'clock. Is Albany a sanctuary city? The city responded to me, it depends on whose definition you listen to, Trump's or ours. I said, what's the difference? They said, well, they called Trump's version legal fiction, and their definition, we are welcoming to immigrants and refugees, and we follow the law. We're live at the Capitol with coverage you can trust. Dan Levy, News Channel 13, Mark and Sabrina, back to you.
All right, Dan, thank you very much.